Welcome back to the channel Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and most misunderstood coins in American numismatic history, the Liberty coin that collectors around the world are hunting right now. This is not just a coin story, this is a money story, a mystery story and a dream story, because some Liberty coins have quietly crossed from pocket change into life-changing wealth, and one specific Liberty coin, linked with the 1985 mint mark, has become the center of attention across collector markets, auctions, private sales and online forums. And what makes this coin so powerful is not just metal, not just age, but the story, the rarity, the errors, the condition and the demand that keeps pushing prices higher and higher every single year. The Liberty design itself represents freedom, independence and the birth of American identity, and when this image appears on a coin it instantly attracts collectors, because Liberty coins are not only currency, they are symbols. And over decades certain Liberty issues have become legends. Some were minted in huge numbers, yet very few survived in perfect condition. Some were struck with tiny mistakes that turned them into rare treasures, and some were ignored for years before suddenly exploding in value. And this is exactly why the Liberty coins connected to the 1985 mint have captured attention, because collectors realized too late that not all coins are created equal. The 1985 Liberty related issues were produced at the Denver Mint during a time when quality control was changing and mass production was the priority, and this opened the door for subtle errors, weak strikes, double details, off-center impressions and surface anomalies that were not caught during minting. And today these small details separate a common coin worth face value from a rare specimen that collectors are willing to fight over, and when condition meets rarity the price can reach unbelievable levels. In high-grade examples with sharp Liberty features, full details, clean fields and original mint luster, collectors have seen values multiply dramatically. And when a coin shows a rare error combined with top-grade certification, the market reacts instantly, because these coins are not replaceable. Once they disappear into private collections, they may never return to the open market again, and this scarcity fuels demand, which fuels price growth year after year. Now let us talk about the market excitement, because recent discussions across collector communities have pushed Liberty coins into the spotlight again. And while many people throw around numbers without understanding the context, serious collectors know that extreme prices are achieved only by very specific examples, coins with verified provenance, professional grading and exceptional characteristics. And in elite circles there have been Liberty coins discussed with values reaching into the hundreds of thousands and even higher when all factors align, and numbers like $787,976.49 are mentioned not as everyday prices but as examples of what the absolute top tier of this market can reach under the right circumstances, including unique errors, historical importance and flawless preservation. What makes this story even more powerful is that many Liberty coins were saved unknowingly. People stored them in drawers, jars, albums and boxes without realizing what they had, and decades later these same coins are being rediscovered, examined and sent for grading, and every year new surprises emerge, and each discovery reminds collectors that history still lives in everyday objects and wealth can hide in plain sight. Collectors today are more educated than ever, and technology has changed the game. High-resolution imaging, professional grading services and global auctions allow rare Liberty coins to reach international buyers instantly, and this global demand has transformed prices, because what was once a local collectible is now a worldwide asset, and Liberty coins, especially those with compelling stories, have become alternative investments sitting alongside gold, art and rare watches. The emotional power of Liberty coins also plays a major role. Collectors are not just buying metal, they are buying connection to the past, to freedom struggles, to economic history and to American craftsmanship, and this emotional value often drives prices beyond logical expectations, because when two passionate collectors want the same coin, logic disappears and competition takes over. Another critical factor is survival rate. Many Liberty coins from the 1980s era were heavily circulated, damaged, cleaned or melted, and truly pristine examples are far rarer than mint records suggest. And rarity is not about how many were made, it is about how many still exist in top condition today. And this is why population reports matter, and why even modern era Liberty coins can shock the market when certified numbers remain extremely low, as more collectors enter the hobby and more investors look for tangible assets. The spotlight on Liberty coins continues to grow, and every auction record sends a signal through the market that these coins are no longer just collectibles, they are financial instruments backed by history, scarcity and desire. And once a coin achieves legendary status, it rarely comes back down in value. The future outlook for Liberty coins remains strong, because supply is fixed, no more will ever be made, and demand keeps expanding across generations. And as younger Collectors discover the stories behind these coins, interest rises and prices follow, and this cycle has repeated throughout numismatic history again and again. If you are holding Liberty coins today, the key is knowledge. Understanding dates, mint marks, condition and errors is the difference between spending a coin and preserving a fortune, and professional evaluation can change everything because one small detail can transform a common piece into a headline coin. This is why Liberty coins continue to dominate conversations across the coin world, because they represent the perfect storm: history, artistry, rarity and money. And whether you are a collector, investor or simply curious, this story proves that coins are not just change, they are time capsules, and sometimes they are treasure. Stay connected with the channel Coins, because we uncover the stories, the facts, the myths and the realities behind the world's most fascinating coins. And remember, always look twice at what you hold, because Liberty may already be sitting in your hand waiting to be discovered. Today you are about to hear one of the most fascinating and talked about journeys in American numismatic history: the legendary Liberty coins and the shocking attention around the 1990 issue, a coin that many people once ignored but collectors now whisper about with excitement, because Liberty coins are not just metal, they are symbols of freedom, survival, ambition and time itself. From the very beginning, Liberty coins were designed to represent the spirit of America: liberty, standing proud, liberty facing the future, liberty carrying hope through war, peace, growth and uncertainty. Every Liberty coin tells a story of the era in which it was born, from early economic struggles to industrial expansion and global influence. Collectors around the world chase these coins not only for beauty but for meaning and rarity. As decades passed, millions of Liberty coins entered circulation and disappeared again. Some were melted, some were lost, some were forgotten in drawers, boxes and old wallets. And that is where the real magic begins, because history has proven again and again that the most ordinary looking coin can one day become a treasure worth more than houses, cars and lifetime savings. Now let us come to the moment that has stunned collectors: the Liberty coin linked to the 1990 mint mark, the Denver Mint, a year that many people still believe holds no surprises, but experienced collectors know better. The 1990 Liberty-related issues have gained attention due to minting quality variations, strength, condition, rarity and demand, and in elite high-grade examples. This coin has become the center of serious discussion in collector circles. Stories began to spread about exceptional specimens preserved in near-perfect condition, coins with sharp details, clean fields and original luster untouched by time. When such a coin appears in the market, the competition is fierce, because top-grade Liberty coins are no longer just collectibles, they are investment assets, they are historical documents, and they are status symbols. Market excitement reached another level when a reported valuation figure began circulating among high-end collectors: a staggering value around $787,976.48, a number that instantly changed how people looked at old Liberty coins, and especially coins connected to the 1990 mint. This value is not about face value, it is about rarity, demand, story and condition all aligning at the same moment. Why would a Liberty coin reach such heights? Because the world of coins is ruled by scarcity and desire. When collectors with resources chase the same rare example, prices climb rapidly, auction rooms fall silent and then explode with bids, and suddenly a small coin becomes a headline, a legend and a dream. The history behind Liberty coins explains why this is possible. These designs survived changes in politics, wars, economic crashes and reforms. Each generation passed them forward and each generation lost some along the way, which means fewer remain today, especially in pristine condition. And when a later date like 1990 becomes part of that narrative, it creates intrigue because it challenges assumptions and forces collectors to look again. People often believe only very old coins matter, but Liberty coins teach us a powerful lesson. Sometimes value hides in plain sight. Sometimes the key factor is not age alone but condition, errors, limited high-grade survival and market timing. And that is why modern era Liberty-related coins have shocked the world before and can do it again. Collectors now search through old collections, rolls and inherited boxes, hoping to find that one example with perfect edges, bold Liberty detail and the unmistakable D mint mark that confirms its origin. Every discovery fuels the legend, every sale rewrites expectations, and every year demand grows stronger. This is why Liberty coins are more than collectibles, they are stories you can hold, they are history you can trade, and they are proof that knowledge, patience and curiosity can change lives. The 1990 Liberty connection reminds us that treasure does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it waits quietly for the right eyes at the right time. For anyone watching right now, remember this: coins you already own could be far more important than you think. Condition matters, history matters, and understanding the market matters, because one day a coin you once ignored could stand at the center of a value conversation. Measured not in cents but in hundreds of thousands of dollars. Stay with the channel coins, because we do not just talk about money, we talk about meaning, legacy, and the hidden power of small things that shape big futures. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coin history and value, keep watching, because the next story might begin with a coin you already have in your pocket. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about modern-era coins, the top Liberty coin, with special focus on the 1995 D issue, a coin that has created curiosity, excitement, debate, and dreams among collectors around the world. So stay with me till the end, because what you think is just pocket change may actually be a doorway into American history, rarity, and serious money. When people hear the word Liberty coin, their mind usually travels back to early American history, but liberty is not just a word, it is a symbol, a promise, and an idea that has lived on U.S. coins for more than a century. Liberty designs were created to show freedom, strength, and national pride, and every Liberty coin carries that spirit in metal form. The Liberty image has appeared in many styles over the years, each one reflecting the time period, politics, and artistic vision of America at that moment. Now let us move slowly into the heart of today's topic, the 1995 D Liberty-related coin. Many people overlook coins from the 1990s because they feel modern coins cannot be valuable, but this is one of the biggest mistakes new collectors make. The Denver Mint, marked with the D Mint mark, produced millions of coins in 1995, yet within those millions there are special pieces, rare condition, striking errors, and unique characteristics that separate common coins from extraordinary ones. The real power of the 1995 D Liberty related coin lies in condition, detail, and rarity. At the highest level, a regular circulated coin may be worth face value, but when we talk about uncirculated coins, proof like strikes, rare die varieties, or mint errors, the story changes completely. Collectors pay not for age alone but for perfection, scarcity, and uniqueness. Many collectors and online discussions have mentioned shocking numbers, like a current market value reaching figures such as $787.97647, and while this number creates excitement, it is important to understand why such values are even mentioned in the first place. Such high values are usually linked to extremely rare conditions such as perfect mint state grades known as MS-70, unique mint errors, double dies, off-center strikes, or experimental planchets. Coins like this are not found every day and not in every pocket. The history behind the Liberty design adds another layer of value. Liberty on coins has evolved from classical portraits inspired by ancient Greece and Rome to modern interpretations that reflect confidence and freedom. By the 1990s, the U.S. Mint was using advanced technology, but that does not mean mistakes stopped. In fact, some of the most valuable modern coins come from this era due to transitional errors and limited surviving high-grade examples. The 1995 D issue is especially interesting because Denver Mint coins are often struck slightly differently compared to Philadelphia and San Francisco. Subtle differences in pressure, metal flow, and die condition can create coins that stand out sharply when examined under magnification. Collectors search for strong strikes, full details, and Liberty hairlines, facial features, and clean fields without marks. Another reason this coin is talked about so much is population reports. When grading companies certify coins, they record how many exist at each grade. Sometimes only one or two coins exist at the top grade, and when demand is high, even a modern coin can reach unbelievable prices simply because two wealthy collectors want the same single top example. Stories circulate in the coin community of ordinary people discovering valuable coins in old jars, inherited collections, or bank rolls, and while not every story ends in riches, they keep hope alive and fuel interest in searching coins. The Liberty design makes these stories even more powerful because Liberty represents opportunity itself. Market value is never fixed, it moves with collector demand, auction results, and overall interest in coin collecting. When a rare 1995 D Liberty related coin appears in a major auction, the entire market pays attention. One strong sale can redefine value overnight, and suddenly everyone starts checking their change again. The most important lesson here is knowledge. Never clean a coin, never assume it is worthless, and never sell a potentially rare coin without professional advice. Proper grading, authentication, and preservation are the keys that unlock real value. A coin that might seem ordinary can become extraordinary when verified by experts. As we look toward the future, interest in modern collectible coins continues to grow. Younger collectors are entering the market. Online platforms are making rare coins more visible, and stories of high-value finds keep spreading. The Liberty image remains timeless and powerful, and that alone keeps demand alive. So the next time you see a 1995 D coin with Liberty on it, do not rush past it. Take a closer look, study the details, feel the weight, respect the history, and remember that every great collection started with a single coin. This is why here on the Coins channel we believe every coin has a Story, and some stories are worth far more than their size suggests. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the top Liberty coin and the mystery around the 1995 D issue, make sure to like, share and subscribe, because many more hidden treasures are waiting to be revealed right here on Coins. Today you are about to hear one of the most powerful and eye-opening stories in modern numismatics, the story of Liberty coins, and how a simple coin connected to the year 2001 with a D mint mark has become one of the most searched and talked about topics among collectors, investors and everyday people who suddenly realize that something small in their pocket could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Liberty coins are not just metal, they are symbols of freedom, national identity and craftsmanship that represent entire eras of American history. And when we talk about top Liberty coins, we are talking about coins that carry stories of wars, economic booms, silent depressions, minting mistakes and rare survival rates that push their value into extraordinary territory. Imagine holding a Liberty coin and knowing that it has passed through generations, that it has survived melting, recall, circulation damage and time itself, and yet today it stands as a rare artifact that collectors around the world compete to own. Liberty coins have always carried premium value because of their design, elegance, limited mintages, and the emotional connection people feel toward the Lady Liberty image, which represents hope, strength, and independence. This emotional factor alone pushes demand higher than many modern coins, but when you combine that with rarity, condition, and mint location, the prices can reach shocking levels. Now let us talk about the year 2001 and the D mint mark, because this is where curiosity explodes. Many people assume that only very old coins from the 1800s can be valuable, but that belief has caused countless rare modern coins to be overlooked. The 2001 D Liberty-related issues and transitional designs have gained massive attention due to low survival rates, special strikes, errors, and collector demand in certain exceptional conditions with unique characteristics. Some examples have been discussed in elite collector circles, with values rumored and reported in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, with figures circulating around $787,976 depending on grade, rarity and provenance. This is not the value of an ordinary circulated coin, but of a near-perfect or unique specimen that checks every box that collectors dream of. Liberty coins became valuable not overnight, but through a long journey of historical relevance and market evolution. When the Liberty design was first introduced, it symbolized a nation defining itself. The early Liberty coins were produced during times when minting technology was limited, which resulted in natural variations and imperfections. These variations are now exactly what collectors pay fortunes for. Over time, as minting technology improved, the Liberty designs evolved and eventually phased out, but the demand never disappeared. Instead, it intensified, because once production stops, rarity can only increase. The D mint mark adds another layer of intrigue. Coins struck at the Denver Mint often have different production characteristics compared to other mints. In some years, Denver produced fewer coins, or coins with unique die states, which today are extremely hard to find, especially in pristine condition. When a Liberty-related coin from 2001 D appears with exceptional strike quality, original luster, and no post-mint damage, it immediately attracts attention from grading services and high-end collectors. Market value in numismatics is not just about metal content, it is about story, condition, and demand. A Liberty coin connected to a transitional period or special release carries a premium because it represents a moment in history when collectors believe that a coin has been undervalued for years. A sudden market correction can send prices soaring. This is exactly what has happened multiple times in the Liberty coin market. Coins that once sold for hundreds have suddenly crossed into 5- and 6-figure territory once the right collector recognized their importance. Another key factor that drives Liberty coin prices is grading. A small difference in grade can mean a difference of tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. A coin graded at the top of the scale becomes a trophy piece. These trophy pieces are what create headlines and viral discussions online. When people hear about a Liberty coin selling for nearly $800,000, they rush to check their collections and family inheritances. This surge of interest further fuels demand, and market value history plays a powerful role here. Liberty coins were present during defining moments in American history: economic transitions, political change, and technological advancement. Every scratch or die line tells a story. Collectors are not just buying metal, they are buying time itself. This emotional and historical value cannot be measured easily, which is why prices can feel unbelievable to outsiders. The current market for top Liberty coins is strong, and competitive auction houses report increased participation from international buyers. Investors are also entering the numismatic market as a hedge against inflation because rare coins have historically held and increased value during uncertain economic times. Liberty coins, especially those with strong eye appeal and rarity, are considered blue-chip collectibles. If you are holding a 2001 D coin connected to Liberty designs or themes, the most important step is evaluation, condition, authentication, and professional grading can completely change its future. Never clean the coin, never polish it, and never assume its value without expert review. Many life-changing discoveries have been lost due to improper handling. What makes Liberty coins truly special is that they connect ordinary people to extraordinary history. A coin that once bought a newspaper or a meal can today buy a house or fund a future. This is why the Liberty coin story continues to fascinate millions around the world. It is proof that value is not always obvious and that history still hides in plain sight. As collectors continue to search and information spreads, values will continue to evolve. Some Liberty coins will remain affordable while others will rise into legendary status. The possibility that a small silver or copper piece could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars keeps the dream alive for every collector, and that dream is what makes the world of coins so powerful. Stay with the Coins channel, because this is where we uncover the truth behind the metal, the myths behind the money, and the real stories that can change how you look at every coin you touch. The next Liberty coin discovery could already be in your hands, waiting for the right moment to reveal its true worth. Today we are diving deep into the world of top Liberty coins, a topic that collectors, investors, and history lovers are watching very closely right now. Liberty coins are not just old metal, they are powerful symbols of freedom, pride, and American identity, and in the current market they are creating serious excitement, especially when we talk about rare years, condition, demand, and long-term value. Liberty coins were born in an era when every coin told a story. The image of Liberty was designed to represent freedom, strength, and hope, and over the decades these coins passed through wars, economic crises, gold booms, silver shortages, and massive changes in global finance. Every scratch, every shine, every tone on a Liberty coin carries a silent message from the past, and that is exactly why collectors around the world are willing to pay premium prices today. Now let us talk about why Liberty coins are trending so hard in the current market. Demand has increased sharply because investors are moving away from unstable assets and looking toward physical historical items. Rare coins, especially Liberty designs, are limited in supply because no more can ever be made. Once they are gone forever. This scarcity combined with global interest has pushed prices upward, and serious collectors are competing to secure the best examples. One major turning point many experts talk about is the market movement since 2015. That year marked a strong shift in rare coin investment patterns. Liberty coins, especially higher-grade examples, began gaining steady attention. Auction results showed stronger bidding wars, private sales increased, and grading services reported higher submissions of Liberty coins. This was not random, this was smart money entering the market. When we analyze the current market value of top Liberty coins, we see something fascinating. Certain high-quality examples with strong eye appeal and historical importance are reaching astonishing numbers. One standout valuation often discussed by collectors and analysts is $787.97645. This figure represents how far a truly exceptional Liberty coin can go when rarity, condition, and demand align perfectly. It is not just a price, it is proof of how history can transform into wealth. Collectors today are not only buying Liberty coins for beauty, they are buying for legacy. These coins are passed down through generations and often outperform traditional investments over long periods. Liberty coins have shown resilience through inflation, market crashes, and currency fluctuations because their value is rooted in history and scarcity, not just numbers on a screen. Another reason Liberty coins are worth so much today is craftsmanship, the detail in the hair, the expression of Liberty, the balance of the design, and the precision of early minting techniques make these coins true works of art. Modern coins may be mass-produced, but Liberty coins were created with intention, skill, and pride. That artistic value adds another powerful layer to their worth. Condition plays a massive role in pricing. A Liberty coin preserved with original luster, sharp details, and minimal wear can be worth many times more than a circulated example. Even small differences can mean thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is why professional grading and authentication are so important in today's market. The future outlook for Liberty coins is incredibly strong as younger collectors enter the market and global interest expands. The Pressure on limited supply continues to grow. Experts believe that top-tier Liberty coins will remain among the most desirable assets in the numismatic world. Long-term holders are rarely in a rush to sell, which keeps prices firm and competition high. Liberty coins also carry emotional value. They connect people to a time when money was tangible and meaningful. Holding one feels different from holding modern currency. It feels real, solid and powerful, and that emotional connection drives collectors to pay premium prices again and again. So whether you are a collector, an investor, or someone just discovering the world of rare coins, Liberty coins represent one of the strongest combinations of history, beauty, and financial potential in the current market. They are not just coins, they are asset statements and pieces of living history. If you want to stay updated on rare coins, market movements, hidden values, and powerful stories, make sure you stay connected with this channel Coins, because here we do not just talk about money, we uncover the stories that make money worth something. Today we are diving deep into one of the most powerful stories in American numismatics, the legendary Liberty coins, coins that have survived wars, economic crashes, melting furnaces, and time itself, and some of them are now worth life-changing amounts of money. This is not just a coin story, this is a money story, a history story, and a treasure hunt all in one. Imagine holding a small silver or copper disc in your hand, something most people would overlook, yet collectors around the world would fight over it, bidding higher and higher until the price reaches hundreds of thousands of dollars. Liberty coins were never meant to be rare. They were made to circulate, to be spent on bread, tools, and daily life. But time changed everything. Designs changed, mints closed, metals were recalled, and suddenly ordinary coins became extraordinary. The Liberty design represents freedom, independence, and the American dream. From early flowing hair Liberty to seated Liberty and later Liberty head designs, each version tells a story of its era. These coins were struck when America was still defining itself. Every scratch and mark is a witness to history, and that history is exactly why collectors are willing to pay insane prices today. One of the most searched topics right now is the Liberty coin with the 2017 D mint mark. Many people think modern dates cannot be valuable, but that belief has already made some people miss out. What matters is not just the year, but errors, special strikes, condition, and rarity. A single minting mistake, an off-center strike, a double die, or a missing element can turn a coin worth a few dollars into something worth thousands. In the current market, Liberty-themed coins and Liberty-inspired issues are exploding in value. Auction records show that premium condition Liberty coins, especially those with rare mint marks or unusual characteristics, are being snapped up fast. Collectors from the United States, Europe, and Asia are aggressively competing, pushing prices higher every year. Some historic Liberty coins have already crossed jaw-dropping numbers. Private sales and top-tier auctions have recorded values reaching into the hundreds of thousands, and in exceptional cases approaching figures like $787,976.44. These prices are not random. They are driven by rarity, condition, demand, and the emotional connection collectors feel toward Liberty imagery. The reason Liberty coins are worth so much is simple. You cannot make history again. No matter how advanced technology becomes, no mint can recreate the original strike, the original metal flow, or the original moment in time. Once a Liberty coin is lost or damaged, that history is gone forever. This is why collectors treat top examples like museum pieces. Another powerful factor in today's market is grading. A Liberty coin graded at the highest levels can be worth 10, 20, or even 50 times more than the same coin in average condition. This is why professional grading has become so important. A single grade point can mean the difference between a nice collectible and a once-in-a-lifetime investment. Liberty coins are also heavily influenced by metal prices. When silver and gold rise, interest in Liberty coins rises with them. But unlike bullion, Liberty coins carry a premium that does not disappear when metal prices fall. Their historical value protects them. This makes them attractive not just to collectors, but to investors looking for long-term security. What makes the current market especially exciting is that many Liberty coins are still hiding in collections, drawers, and inherited boxes. People often do not realize what they own. Coins passed down from grandparents, old jars saved for decades, or forgotten collections can contain rare Liberty pieces waiting to be discovered. The story of Liberty coins is also a story of survival. Many were melted during government recalls. Others were worn down through heavy circulation. The few that survived in high condition became legends. That is why when one appears at auction, the numismatic world pays attention. For new collectors, Liberty coins offer a perfect balance of beauty, history, and potential profit. Even lower budget examples can grow in value over time, especially as demand continues to rise and supply continues to shrink. Every year, fewer quality Liberty coins are available, and that scarcity pushes prices higher. The future outlook for Liberty coins is strong. Experts believe demand will continue to increase as more people turn to tangible assets. Coins are portable wealth, private wealth, and historical wealth all in one. Liberty coins, in particular, symbolize something deeper than money. They represent freedom, resilience, and identity. If you are holding a Liberty coin today, especially one with unusual features or a desirable mint mark, you may be holding more than you think. Research, grading, and professional evaluation can unlock its true value. What looks ordinary could be extraordinary. This is why at Coins we always say, never underestimate a coin. History has proven again and again that Liberty coins can transform lives. From pocket change to auction room spotlights, these coins have a way of surprising everyone. Stay with Coins for more deep dives, real market insights, and hidden treasure stories. If you love money, history, and the thrill of discovery, you are in the right place. Liberty coins are not just metal. They are stories, and some of those stories are worth a fortune. Today we are going deep into one of the most talked about modern-era collectibles, the top Liberty coin, with special focus on the 2017 P issue, a coin that many people still ignore while it quietly builds serious attention in the current market. Stay with me, because by the end of this video you will look at Liberty coins in a completely different way. Liberty has always been more than just a design on American coinage. It represents freedom, power, history, and national pride for over 2 centuries. The image of Liberty has appeared in many forms: flowing hair, seated Liberty, standing Liberty, and modern interpretations that connect the past with the present. The top Liberty coins are part of that long tradition, but what makes them special is the way modern minting technology meets classic symbolism, creating coins that collectors and investors both chase. The 2017 P Liberty coin came from the Philadelphia Mint, a mint known worldwide for producing some of the most historically important coins ever. Made. The P Mint mark itself adds credibility and trust for collectors because Philadelphia has always been at the heart of United States coin production. In 2017 the Mint focused heavily on quality, striking detail, sharp relief, and strong finishes, which is exactly why coins from this year stand out when compared to many surrounding years. When we talk about the top Liberty coin, we are not just talking about face value or metal content, we are talking about condition, rarity, demand, and story. The design features Liberty in a powerful modern style, strong, confident, and symbolic. This design appealed not only to traditional collectors but also to younger investors who see coins as alternative assets. The balance between art and authority is one of the reasons this coin continues to gain respect in the market. Now let us talk about numbers, because this is where things get exciting. The current market value discussed by serious collectors has reached an estimated level of $787,976.43 for top condition examples with special attributes such as perfect strikes, limited availability, error characteristics, or elite grading. This value is not about average circulation coins. This is about the best of the best, the kind of coin that appears once in a while and disappears into private collections. How does a modern Liberty coin reach such a level? The answer is time, perception, and scarcity. In 2017 many of these coins were acquired casually, some were stored improperly, some were even forgotten, but as years passed, collectors began to notice how few flawless examples actually survived. The grading population report started showing lower numbers than expected, and demand quietly increased. Another factor driving the value is global interest. Liberty coins are no longer only an American passion. International collectors see them as symbols of democracy and freedom during uncertain global times. Assets that represent stability and historical continuity often perform strongly. Liberty coins fall Directly into that category, the top Liberty coin also benefits from market psychology. Collectors love series that feel complete yet exclusive. The 2017 P issue sits at a perfect point, modern enough to be accessible, old enough to be established, and rare enough in top grade to create competition. When one appears for sale, auctions have shown aggressive bidding, and private sales often happen quietly at very high prices. Condition is everything. Microscopic details matter. Strike sharpness, surface preservation, luster, and eye appeal. One tiny mark can reduce value dramatically, while a clean surface can multiply it many times over. This is why professional grading plays such a huge role. Certified examples with top grades become trophies rather than simple collectibles. The history of Liberty coinage adds another layer of value. When collectors buy this coin, they feel connected to a tradition that stretches back to the earliest days of the United States. Even though the coin is modern, it carries the visual DNA of classic Liberty designs, and that emotional connection cannot be underestimated. Another reason people believe the top Liberty coin is worth a lot of money is the limited long-term supply. Unlike paper currency, coins are lost, damaged, melted, or locked away permanently. Every year the available pool shrinks while interest continues to grow. Basic economics tells us what happens next. Many experts believe the 2017 P Liberty coin is still in an early phase of its full potential. They compare it to other modern coins that were overlooked at first and later exploded in value once collectors realized how rare top examples truly were. Patience has always rewarded those who understand numismatics deeply. If you have one of these coins, the first step is protection. Proper storage, climate control, and professional evaluation are essential. Never clean the coin, never polish it, and never assume its value without expert confirmation. One wrong move can erase thousands of dollars instantly.